If you've been wanting more MonsterVerse, more Godzilla Kong, the New Empire, oh boy, this is going to be a great week for you. During the Super Bowl, well, the Puppy Bowl actually, fans were teased that the second trailer for the next big MonsterVerse movie was coming. This Wednesday, we will finally be getting our eyes on more of what to expect from the New Empire. And if you can't wait for that, fret not, I have something for you right now. A brand new image of Godzilla and Kong, which at least in my opinion is the best look yet at our big stars. On top of this new image, we also got a tease from an upcoming issue of the Empire magazine that will feature a spot on Godzilla and Kong's new movie. The full issue is gonna drop this Thursday the 15th, and you know Al and I are going to cover the heck out of that, so stomp the subscribe button if you haven't already and leave this video a like if you want to show your support. But for now, we got a tease of that upcoming article, including some juicy information on Godzilla and Kong's relationship in the New Empire coming from the director himself, Adam Wingard. Residents, this is your favorite neighborhood Jacob. How you guys doing today? Let's get right to it. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but this is the first time in the promotional material for the new movie that we get a clear and defined look at the G-Man. And he is badass looking. Godzilla's new appearance has been controversial to say the least, and I have to add that while I'm not a fan of the pinkish color that was chosen for him this time around, I do feel like I've grown to care less about this as time has gone on. But I was still cautious on seeing hot pink Godzilla all the time in the movie. This shot right here, however, makes me feel a lot more positive about the decision now. Without the over-the-top glowing effect, this time we get to see an evolved Godzilla in his more typical appearance without the enhanced atomic glow that we saw in the prior marketing. His dorsal spines and their coloration now look much more real and much more organic in a sense. Certainly more in line with what has come in the past. But one thing very much new to Godzilla this time around is the Thagomizer. Just look how gnarly that thing is. I feel bad for any of Godzilla's opponents who catch this deadly tail whipping across the face during battle. Overall, this design is much more in line with the prior MonsterVerse movies. His arms, legs, and torso all look right in line with what's come before, at least I think that. Which this was a concern for this new design originally, as the small teasers for the design implied Godzilla would have an oddly sunken-in gut and disproportionate limbs. Director Adam Wingard gave some insight on the matter in this teaser for the upcoming Empire magazine feature. He states, "This is his version of a training routine," speaking towards Godzilla. "I'm really big into Shaw Brothers martial arts. Those films are always about here's a big threat and you have to do all these things to pump yourself up so that you can take on that threat. Get ready for a monster load of bang for your buck." You're gonna see lots of different versions of Godzilla in this movie. Sound the kaiju alarm. That last bit there, we're going to see lots of different versions of Godzilla, has me absolutely intrigued. We know we're going to see Godzilla in his standard and evolved forms, but this statement clearly means we will see even more versions of him. What do you think it could mean? Comment down below. But what about Kong? We've definitely seen more of him in the marketing so far, and there's not much new that this image brings to the table for him, but I do want to mention one big point. The overall CGI for Kong, Godzilla, and for that matter this entire presentation of this scene teased in this image is immensely better than what we saw in the earlier shots. Godzilla and Kong standing in clear daylight, in a non-city environment, with no pesky humans anywhere in sight. This is exactly what a horde of fans have been asking for ever since Godzilla King of the Monsters 5 years ago. The teaser for Empire's article gives us not just this epic shot of our boys, but it also brings some attention to their relationship in this movie. In short, they may not want to kill each other anymore, but it ain't all sunshine and rainbows for the two either. Wingard says, "There's a bit of a truce. Godzilla's in control of the surface world and Kong is down in the Hollow Earth. It wasn't, okay, give me a call when something goes wrong, Kong, and I, Godzilla, will rush to the rescue." The buddy cop dysfunctional relationship dynamic is probably the best one to describe Godzilla and Kong, says Wingard. He then went on to mention how Lethal Weapon was one of his favorites in that genre. "My influences are always embedded with the 80s, and the 80s were primed for that type of storyline. There's a lot of misunderstanding between the two. The way that the monsters communicate isn't straightforward." Tons of movie fans lately have been begging for more film variety like we used to have back during the day, especially during the 80s. And it looks like the New Empire will take a swing at this, which, if done well, could result in audiences having the escape from reality that they have been craving for so long during this modern time. If the New Empire brings myself and fans back to a time where action stars were praised, the characters were mighty, badass looking, and cool role model like figures. I can't see myself leaving the theater without a big ol' cheesy grin on my face. Godzilla Kong's second trailer is on the way, everyone. Stay tuned, and I hope to see you again here in Dangerville.